Okay, so decomposition. First of all, as always, let's start off with the definition. So we can describe it as breaking a problem down into smaller, more manageable parts. And therefore, once we have these more smaller parts or problems, they're easier to solve as they are less complex. So let's go through an example. Brushing teeth. The undecomposed problem would be brushing teeth or brushing your teeth, and then we can decompose this into smaller individual tasks. So they could first be get your toothbrush and get your toothpaste, then step number 2, rinse the toothbrush, and then the next step, apply toothpaste and toothbrush. Maybe you don't again wet your toothbrush after. That's something that I do, and then you'd brush your teeth. So first of all, the task of brushing teeth may seem difficult, and then we can put it down into those individual tasks to make it easy to understand, then a little process to go through. In this example, brushing teeth, we know probably isn't that complex, but you can see how this would develop into something a bit more complex in the real life situation. Like this. Now, next example, making an app. This would be a real life scenario. And the undecomposed problem, we could say we're trying to make an app like Instagram. We can then decompose this into more manageable, smaller, less complex steps. So first of all, a planning stage, we could plan what the app will look like. Step number 2, create a login system, then create a profile, and then it could be allow users to upload photos and videos. So you can see how we are indeed splitting it down to different parts and making different parts of the app in each step. So why do we do this? The advantages are significant. Making a problem easier to understand makes it easier to solve. In a real life scenario, it allows different teams to work on different parts of the project. So if we look back on our Instagram app, one team could be letting users add photos and another to add videos. You can see how if both teams are making them at the same time, it would increase or decrease the time it takes and increase productivity with that. So another one, by separating these sections, we are using a method called encapsulation. If you don't know what encapsulation is, don't worry, I will make a video on it soon, but in shorthand, so we do this so anything we put in an encapsulated section or its own little section can be tested first before we implement it. So if we had that little smaller, less complex, more manageable task, we can check it works, check everything is perfect and correct with it, and then we can implement it into the main program. So in summary, decomposition is the process of breaking down a problem into smaller, more manageable parts, which are then easier to understand and solve. As always, something easier to understand is always going to be easier for you to solve it. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.